Welcome back to Pope John High School and Middle School in Sparta, New Jersey for second half action between the Pope John Junior Lions 10 under squad and the Jackson Jaguars. Mike Formisano along with you for this game on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, September 12th, 2021. The Lions on the short end of things so far as they trail the Jaguars 14-6. And the Lions will kick the ball off to start the second half as they had received in the first. So, Lucas Kelshaw getting the ball down. And they're going to go ahead and meet at midfield first. Switch sides, going back to where Pope John will go right to left. And Jackson will go left to right on your screen. Pope John in their white uniforms trimmed by navy blue and gold. The Jaguars in their black uniforms trimmed by red and white. Jackson with 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points in the first half. The Lions with 1 touchdown by Benny Platt, a 2-yard run, no extra point. Here's the kick, goes to the Jaguars, and it goes to about the 49-yard line where they'll take over there. So the second half underway in Sparta, New Jersey. So first and 10, Jaguars will start. They're going to spot the ball at the 50-yard line. Jaguars in the huddle. Center to the line. Now the rest of the team. Jackson's been running out of the shotgun all game long. Let's see if they continue. It looks like they will. Number 1 in the shotgun. Barking out the signals. Takes a snap. He fumbles it. Picks it right back up and hands it over to 20, where he runs back to his 50. Now around the corner to the 45, to the 40, 35, and down at the 30. Knocked out of bounds for a 20-yard gainer. So, tough break for Jackson starting that play as the quarterback fumbled the snap. However, he was able to recover quickly, hand it off to number 20, and he busted through on the left side for a 20-yard pickup. 8:55 to go. We're just starting the third quarter. Jackson leads 14-6. Jaguars to the line. Number 1 back in the shotgun. He's got 1 back. He's got a receiver to the right. That's number 19. Calls out the signals. Hands it off to his running back, number 44. And he goes through to about the 25-yard line. So now the Jaguars into the red zone at the 24-yard line. Substitutions for the Lions, number 11 into the game. That is Damian Morales. 96 out. That is Ryan Lambreglia. Second down, about 5 to go. From the Lion 24. Number 1 with the shotgun. Takes it, fumbles it. The running back fumbles it. Did Pope John recover? We'll see. And now it looks like Jackson held on to it. So we'll have third down. The Jackson running back fumbled that handoff from the quarterback. He's able to pounce on it before a Pope John defender could get their mitts on the ball. 7:10 to go here, third quarter. Jackson deep in Pope John territory. They're at the 25-yard line now. Third down, 5 to go. Number 1 in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Low snap again, but he takes it. He rolls to his right. He tries to cut through. Over to the 20. To the 15. He's got 1 man to beat. He does so. And he'll walk into the end zone Touchdown, Jackson. So the quarterback with a low snap, but he was able to fake out one defender, get around a second. Once he had that man beat, it was smooth sailing for number 1 to enter the end zone, and the third touchdown for the Jaguars in this game. So, 20-6, Jackson leads over Pope John. 6:39 to go here in the third quarter. Jaguars now up to the 2-yard line for the point after. Here's a snap over to 44. Again, a low snap. And Nicky Harris is right there to beat him. So no extra point for the Jaguars. That's important because if Pope John scores 2 touchdowns and gets their 2 extra points, they'll have tied this game. So, had Jackson gone up 21-6, would have made it a little harder. But now Pope John can focus on getting 2 touchdowns, 2-point afters, and they'll have themselves at least a tie with Jackson. But a lot of work to do to get to that point. 6:39, third quarter. Pope John's only seen the end zone once on a Platt 2-yard run. We'll see if the Lions can get 2 more touchdowns before this afternoon is through. Scores around the league? If I had them. We're looking for scores around the league. We'll see if we can get those in future weeks.
The Jets are on now, right?
They are. I got a taping at home. So Jackson getting ready for the kickoff. Number 20 comes up to the ball, kicks it down to about the 50-yard line where Pope John will fall on it, and they'll start up from the 50. That is Ryan Lambreglia, covering the ball and making sure that Pope John turns over to offense. So here comes the offense out on the field for the Lions. A lot of work to do, but it's manageable. We'll see if they start right now. If they can get a touchdown before the end of the third quarter, that'll have a lot to say on where we stand going into the fourth. Number 16, Kelshaw, into the huddle now for the Lions, as is number 40, Jacob Jessamaria. So, the Lions up to the line. Here's Staub under center. Take the snap. He hands it off. Benny Platt comes through to about the 45-yard line. Platt with a rush for about 5 on the play. They'll make it 2nd and 5, Pope John. Number 9 off now, Braden Coulson, as the Lions make substitutions. Staub up behind center now. He's got Harris in the backfield. Rosinski to the right, Platt to the left. Gives it to Platt. Platt barreling through the line. Gets about 3 where he stood up by the Jackson defense. That'll make it about 3rd and 2. So forward progress will bring it to the 42-yard line of the Jaguars. 5:11 to go, third quarter. Pope John trails in this one, 20-6. The Lions up to the line. Staub under center. Harris in the backfield. Platt and Rosinski in front of him. Handoff goes to Harris. Harris rolls to his right, left. He gets to the 40 and across for a Lions first down. Nice run by Harris to get what he needed and then some. And the Lions, for the first half, first down in the second half. Pope John back in the huddle. We got 4:28 to go, third quarter. Lions trying to build a sustained drive, trying to get in the end zone for the end of the third. Can make the fourth quarter interesting. Staub under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Harris. Harris rolls to his left. Harris across the 35. He's brought down by number 20 for Jackson. Gain of 5 for Harris. And that'll make it 2nd and 5. Sorry, 2nd and 6. First down marker at the 29-yard line. So the Lions got 6 to go for a first down. Staub under center, Harris in the backfield, flanked by Platt and Rosinski. Ball goes to Platt. He'll go across for 2 and maybe about 2 yards. Gets down to 33-yard line where it'll be 3rd and 4. Substitutions in. Charlie Formasano in the game for the Lions. On the line, substituting for Alex Aguado, number 61. Staub under center. Harris in the backfield. Fakes it now, gives it off. And Rosinski has it on the left side. He rolls out. Gets down to the 26-yard line. And another Pope John first down.
Great call, Coach. Good run.
So fake to Harris and then Staub gives it to Rosinski. Rosinski over to the left. And the sideline closest to us where he gets down to about the 26. Another Pope John first down. So Staub back into the huddle, I should say. Harris in the backfield. Whaley out to the right. Rosinski to the left. Here's the pitch over to Harris. Harris runs off to his left and gets to about the 22-yard line, maybe the 23, where it'll be 2nd down and about 7 to go for the Lions. 2:10 to go, 3rd quarter. Jackson leads 20-6. Pope John's driving here, late 3rd quarter. Now Whaley comes out, Hedgepeth back in the game, as is Braden Coulson, number 9, coming in for number 88. That's Nolan Reed. So Staub under center. Platt to his left and Harris in the backfield. Now to Rosinski. He'll come around the right side. Rosinski trying to get past 41. Can't do so. He's brought down at about the 23. He may have lost a yard on the play. So nice effort by the Lions, but Rosinski just not fast enough to turn that corner. We've got a timeout on the field. 1:19 to go. Timeout Pope John. Jackson Jaguars lead over the Lions 20-6. We'll be back with you right after this. Welcome back to Sparta, New Jersey, and Pope John High and Middle Schools. Mike Formasano calling today's action for you as the Pope John Junior Lions 10 under squad takes on the Jackson Jaguars. So far, Jackson has a 20-6 lead, but Pope John is driving. We've got 1:19 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Jackson coming back out to the line. Pope John already there, raring to go. Referee start clock. Staub under center. Harris in the backfield. Here's Staub. Staub throws it over to Hedgepeth. He makes the catch down to the 20 and about the 18-yard line. He's going to come up about a yard short, maybe 2, for the first down. So it'll be 4th down. And about a yard and a half to go for Pope John. Spotted at the 18, so let's call it 4th and 2. 53 seconds to go. Very important play of this game. As Pope John driving, and if it stalls here, That would not be a good sign going into the fourth. We'll see if they can get the 2 yards for the first down. Staub under center, takes the snap, pitches it back to Rosinski to the left side and through. Did he get enough? We'll see where the spot is. All important. And they're going to give the spot to him. First down, Pope John. First down, Lions. Rosinski with the pitch, and he got just enough for the first down. So, the drive continues for the Lions. 16 seconds to go, third quarter. We'll see if they get the playoff before the end of the third quarter as the clock runs. We're down to 7 seconds. Now 6. Staub takes the snap. Hands it over to Rosinski. Oh, no, Platt. Platt had it. Platt at the fullback position. He barrels through for 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Jackson leads Pope John, but the Lions are driving. Score, Jaguars 20, Lions 6. We'll be back with fourth quarter action from Pope John High and Middle School right after this. Good. Bless you. Welcome back to Sparta, New Jersey, and Pope John High School and Middle School on the Catholic Academy of Sussex County campus. Mike Forbesano along with you as the Jackson Jaguars lead the Pope John Junior Lions 20-6. Pope John is driving as we start the fourth quarter. Coach Jared Cofrancesco talking to his team, going ahead and discussing strategy as we'll start from the, let's say, 13-yard line, as it'll be a 2nd and 7 to go for Pope John. Pope John just able to convert a big 4th and 2 as Lucas Rosinski was able to get just enough yardage for the first down and keep the drive alive. So, again, big play in the early third quarter as Jackson had scored their third touchdown, but missed on the point after. And that's big because if Pope John can score a touchdown here, get a point after, score another touchdown on the point after, they'll have a tie ball game. Well, plenty of time on the clock, 10 full minutes for Pope John to do that and maybe take the lead. But it's got to start now. So the coach is still talking to their teams. Pope John 0-2 on the season, having lost to Riverview, the Chargers, here in a torrential rainstorm about 3 weeks ago. And then going down to Jackson, New Jersey to take on the Southern Rams last week, and Southern took out Pope John 19-12. They're down in this one 20-6, but they are driving. So both teams back out to the field and to the line. Well, Staub underneath center. He's got Klebitz in the backfield. Hands it off. Sean Klebitz rolls to his right. Evades one tackler. Gets past the second one. He's got 41 in the backfield who meets him. Brings him down at the 24-yard line. So a loss. I'm sorry, to the 19-yard line. So a loss on the play as Klebitz is tackled in the backfield. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 13 for Pope John, I'm sorry, make it 4th and 13. Oh, big 4th down play. Pope John has got to get to the 6-yard line. Now they make it 3rd. Yeah, the first down marker, they had it on number 4, but they switched it back to number 3. So 3rd down and 13. So the Lions definitely will have to go for it if they don't get the first down here. So they'll have 2 cracks at getting to the 6-yard line. Staub under center. You got Klebitz in the backfield. Here's Klebitz, met right at the line by the Jackson defenders. Dropped for maybe a yard on the play, maybe 2. So that is going to bring up 4th down. About 12 to go. Mekhi Moon out of the game, number 22. Benny Platt back in for the Lions, number 5. And number 10, Jason Brennan also in. Staub coming back out to the huddle now. It's number 99, Noah Krause, leaves the game as well for the Lions. 8:30 to go. Clock is running. 20-6, Jackson. Oh, Krause back in now for Brennan. So, big 4th down. Here's Staub. He pitches it back to Klebitz. Klebitz evades one tackler to the left. He's trying to turn the corner. He can't do so. And he's pushed out of bounds at about the 15. Pope John coaches looking for a roughing or an unsportsmanlike call. I don't think they're going to get it. And barring a flag on the play, there'll be a turnover on downs. First down, Jackson, with 8:03 to go. So, the 3rd turnover on downs for the Lions in this ball game. Jackson will start from their own 16-yard line. Pope John has got to get a quick 3 and out. Get this ball back. .803 to go. Jackson Jaguars on top of the Pope John Junior Lions, 20-6. Jackson under center, shotgun again. They've got a shotgun exclusively in this game. Hand off to number 20. Comes across the 20-yard line to the 23. He's brought down by a pair of Pope John defenders. That's Harris and Kelshaw in on the tackle. 7:22 and the clock still runs. 2nd down, about 2 to go. Yeah, Jackson has exclusively run from the shotgun all game long, and it has worked as they've scored 3 times, and they have a continuous running game that's able to get the ball downfield for the Jaguars. Pope John has not had the correct answer to stop them so far. 6:56 to go, 4th quarter. Jackson leads Pope John 20-6. Quarterback in the shotgun, number 1. He'll hand it off, and he's met in the backfield, brought down at about the 28, 29-yard line. So maybe a yard gain, and we'll go to 3rd and 1. $6:20 to go, 4th quarter. Jackson leads Pope John 20-6. 3rd and 1 for the Jaguars. Pope John wants to get back into this one and get a quick score. They're going to have to stop him right now. 3rd down, 1 to go. Maybe a yard and a half. It's just shy of the 29. First down marker is right on the 30. 5:50 to go. I'm sorry, first down marker is on the 25. We're at the 24. Here's a snap, goes over to 1. 1 turns the corner. He's got a first down. Keeps going across the 30, down to the 32. And he gets up to about the 36-yard line, maybe 37, where he's brought down by a sea of Pope John defenders. But Number 1 with the first down for Jackson. They'll move the chains. 5:32 to go here in the fourth quarter. We got an injured player here for Jackson. It's all the players taking a knee. He's walking off the field. That is number 1. That's the quarterback for Jackson. And we hope he's okay. So, players back to the line. Jackson up to the ball now. Jaguars trying to close this out. 5:22 to go. Lions down by 2 touchdowns. 20-6 to score. 5:15 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Quarterback under center. Nope. That was actually a lineman. Quarterback back in the shotgun position, but we have a flag down on the play. False start by the offense, and that'll move them back 5. So, 1st and 15 here. This ball's moved back to the 31-yard line. 4:55 to go, fourth quarter. Pope John in danger of falling to 0-3 on the season. $4:35 to go now. Jackson coming to the line. Quarterback in the shotgun. Here's the snap. He takes it. Runs right through the middle. Gets to the 35. Down to the 40. He's got breathing room on the right side. Past one defender. He's got Harris to beat. Down to the 40. The 35. He sidesteps him. And brought down by Pope John defenders at the Lion 31, maybe 32-yard line. So, big gain for Jackson there. Getting him out of their own territory and into plus territory in the Lion side of the field. Down to the 32 of Pope John. We got less than 4 minutes to go. Jackson holding on to a 20-6 lead. Timeout on the field. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Oh, God, help us.
Welcome back to Pope John High School and Middle School. As the injury timeout's over, it was Vincenzo Siliberti who was down on the field for Pope John, but he's walking off under his own power, which is great to see. And so now we'll get started up again with 3:59 to go here in the fourth quarter. Jackson leads over Pope John 20-6. Pope John's next game will be next Sunday in Long Branch, New Jersey against the Long Branch Green Wave. We hope you join us then. Next Sunday afternoon for Pope John Lions football. Pope John doesn't have another home game on the schedule until they meet Toms River in October. Here's the snap by Jackson. Pitched over to 34. 34 will come back across to the right side of the field now, trying to get to the 25, and he does. Not the 24, where we'll have second down. Clock runs, 3:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Jaguars trying to seal away this victory. For Pope John, it'll be back to the drawing board. Come up with a new game plan to see if they can get their first win next week against Long Branch. 2:40 to go. Jackson eating up some clock. It's going to be about 2nd and 2. No need for the Jaguars to rush out of the huddle. So Jackson coming up to the line. Number 5 in the shotgun for the Jaguars, taking over the quarterback duties. Jackson has run exclusively from the shotgun all game long. Now 5 tries to pitch it, but he loses the ball, and we get a fumble. And Pope John looks like they've recovered, and they have. Pope John Lions recover that fumble as number 5 can't hold on to it. So he tried to give it to his running back. And the Lions have some life still. It's 1:53 to go. They're going to have to hurry up. They've got to score twice in the next 1:53 to get back into a tie situation. We'll see if they can do it. So, the Lions still have a pulse, albeit it's on a respirator right now. However, they are still alive in this one. 1:53 to go, and the Lions in the huddle. They'll have to score quickly, get the ball back, and score quickly again. Pope John up to the line. Stobbs under center. He's got Harris in the backfield. He throws it over to Hedgepeth. Hedgepeth avoids a tackler. Now a second. They finally meet him at the 33-yard line. So, maybe a gain of about 4. Nice pass play from Staub to Hedgepeth. However, lots of time clicking off the clock here. Pope John back in the huddle. 1:30 to go. They hurry to the line. Staub under center. Harris in the backfield. Hedgepeth out to the right. Here's a snap. Staub back to throw. Passes it downfield. Almost intercepted. He was looking for number 6, Lucas Rosinski. However, the Jackson defender stepped it away. Almost had an interception, but ball fell to the turf. 1:12 to go. 4th quarter. 3rd down now for Pope John. Lions have to get to the 41-yard line in the next 2 plays, or this game is over. Staub under center. Pitches it back to Rosinski. It's over his head, and he's knocked out of the way, and Jackson will recover. Now, I think Harris was knocked out of the way, I should say. Harris tried to get that pitch. It was over his head by Staub. And as he tried to go for the ball, he was knocked out of the way by the Jackson defense. Referees don't call anything. However, it's a moot point at this time as Jackson recovers that fumble, and that is all she wrote. 1:05 to go, and it's all but mathematical now. 1:05 to go. Jackson leads 20-6. Substitutions for Pope John. Charlie Forbesano into the game for Benny Platt, as well as Mackay Moon, number 22.
Ball. 22 guys can push, pull, clip. They only can't hold. Like I can't hold you, and then he gets it, but he can push from behind. So, good job.
So Jackson will take over. 45 seconds to go. Clock running. They'll take a knee. So Jackson will come out of Sparta with the victory today as the Pope John Lions fall to 0-3 on the season. 22 seconds to go. See if they have to snap it one more time. No, they don't. And that's it. Final score here from Pope John High School and Middle School. Jackson Jaguars take out the Pope John Junior Lions 20-6. So, Lions and Jaguars meeting at midfield for handshakes. Good effort by the Lions. They tried to stay in this one, and they had some life still, even into the late fourth quarter. They weren't able to get that touchdown to get closer, and they'll take it on the chin on this one. Jackson Jaguars defeat the Pope John Lions, and so the Lions will look for their first win next week on Sunday as they head to Long Branch, New Jersey to take on the Green Wave. So, for everyone here at Pope John High School and Middle School in Sparta, this is Mike Formisano saying thanks for joining us. Final score once again, the Jackson Jaguars 20, the Pope John Junior Lions 10 and under squad 6. We'll see you next Sunday for Pope John against Long Branch. Have a good week, everyone.